Hi everybody, my name is Anton, and today I got invited to a fantastic interview with Anver from Gamity. And yeah, don't mind the actual surroundings. I bet this is how the startup progress was working out, and I bet this is how the people just relax, And maybe you might be a little bit surprised by the way where we at, but just don't mind it. We're gonna focus right now on some of the important questions regarding the past event that was in Basel and regarding the event that is gonna take place in Barcelona. So you better listen carefully because there's gonna be something interesting for you tonight. So first of all, pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for inviting and thank you so much for coming. So how's everything going? Let me know just in a couple of words how you feeling. How did everything go for you?
Well, it seems fine. The place is wonderful. We're right now in Moscow, in Crypto Chertanovo. Guys, if you remember us smoking shisha in Basel a couple of months ago, so we are again smoking shisha.
Wait, hold on. But this is gonna be a part that you're gonna actually explain to everyone.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Ask the questions
This is a big spoiler right now that you're just you're telling everyone.
Okay, no spoilers.
We're gonna come back to this question. Yes. So the first question is actually regarding the previous event that was in Basel. So why did you choose to form a part of this event? Why did you decide to come there?
Well, it was very accidental. So I was just sitting at home doing nothing, and somebody from Armenia made me a phone call, and said, "Look, there's going to be something very interesting in Basel." It was, I guess, November or October 2018, and I was like thinking for 5 minutes. Okay, do you want to go? He said, and I said, "Yes, I want to go." He sent me the invitation. We had a phone call with Nelly, and I made a decision in a couple of hours to pack my things and just go to the airport.
So it was that quick?
Yes,
it was just
2
completely
hours.
like concert, right?
2 hours, and in 2 hours I was at the airport in Moscow, in 4 hours or 5 hours I was in Basel. Wow. So there was a very long story about how did I enter Basel. It was not very easy actually, but that's a long story. To keep the long story short, it was without any goals, without any let's say checkpoints, what to do, how much business cards to take, what to win or what not to win, do we take part in any competition. It was all like a random, all on random, and this random was very funny in the end. So I think that it was one of the best events actually, one of the best events I've visited in the last few years.
That's awesome. So comparing your expectations versus reality, how much would you compare it? How much would you say that what you expected actually accomplished on this event?
Well, if we once again just stress that we didn't have any KPIs, like we just went there,
right,
and we did it all on rails. We just met people, we took all the opportunities there were, and we generated the leads as much as we could. With 100 business cards,
right,
with no money on my pocket, inside my pocket, and it was very funny. So to be very honest, I would say that there were no expectations. Like when you have no expectations, like when you have nothing in your head, like no imaginary castles inside your brain,
Right.
You just go there, you do the business, and then you come back and you are very happy. So I would say that in the end, when I came back to Moscow, I was very happy that I made the decision to go there.
That is awesome. So that means you were really surprised, right? Meaning that you didn't have any expectations, and that everything that you saw there really, amazed you in the sense that.
Well, yes. Amazing. That's a good word. That's a proper word for the business sense of description of that Basel event, because there were a lot of people, a lot of new people, a lot of international people. Because usually the problem is that when a Russian company, doesn't matter if you're living in the European Union or you live in the US, you're still Russian or Russian speaking.
Yeah.
For example, as far as you know, the InnMind association is, let's say, organized by Russian speaking people mainly. And then there are some people from India, from Switzerland, from, I don't remember, from the US. I met them all there. during the first day. And then the networking was very, very well organized because Nelly and all the people were very friendly, and I was the randomness started to disappear. You know, I just started asking questions. Who is that? Who is there? Who's there? And Nelly and all the people from InnMind, they were telling me like, that guy is from an investment company, that guy is from VC, this is a startup, and I immediately had a like in a game, you know, so I immediately had a mission. Like it came out, you know, it popped out. So mission number one, you need to collect as much VC business cards as possible. So there were approximately like 15 business cards from VC, and it's not simply a business card. It was like small talk with people, and then we had an after party with okay, no spoilers right now, but I will tell that in detail in a few minutes. But the thing is that networking was wonderful. I think that if I could give a grade, like I would say like 9 out of 10. Of course, it could have been done a little bit better, but 9 out of 10, it's like 90% out of 100. It's more than enough. The other part is that the city itself, the culture, the Swiss city that is not centralized. You know, it's not Zurich. It's a small town, like outskirts of this huge luxury and all this stuff. I think that's a very, very good place. That was a very good place for blockchain event. And blockchain leadership summit. I think you remember that there was a Prime Minister of Malta, Prime Minister of Finland, or maybe ex-Prime Minister of Finland. The level was very high. So I would say that the networking level and the level of invited people was, how to say, was very, very was very good for us as a startup, because we were there as Gamity startup. We do gamification and blockchain systems, and it was very, very important to address proper people. You have limited time. You have like 2 hours until everybody got drunk, you know, and then when everybody is drunk, it becomes not 5 minutes but 20 minutes. Okay, we talk about that, but in the end, 2 days were wonderful. The accommodation was very good, and the chat in Telegram is still alive. There was nothing before, and it was like opened. I think it was opened 2 days before the event, and now it's something like 400 or 300 people. So all of them are now connected, so you can just type any message you want. And I hope the same Telegram chat will be used for the upcoming event in Barcelona.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the most important part of this interview.
Are you sure?
Because absolutely.
Okay.
No doubt. So you remember in the beginning of this interview, we just talked a little bit about the shisha thing, you know, and the hookah stuff and all of this event, right? So what I said in the beginning was exactly this. Just keep this answer in mind, because we're gonna focus on it later on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment. Let's talk about.
Let's get ready to run.
Let's get ready. Let's get ready. The summit after party.
Okay, so to be very honest, I think that the after party event was totally accidental. So it was not planned, and when I had a small talk with Nelly, there was a program, the official after party, that was in a fancy restaurant, you know, and like people were eating foie gras and all this bullshit and blah blah blah. And
like
I just
really
came
formal and very polite.
Too polite, yes. And I just came in and said, "Look, who wants to smoke shisha?" And everybody was like, "What? What? Are we going to smoke?" I said yes, because the Russian and Armenian guys are blocking the catacomb. The catacomb, it's the shisha bar that was like in 10 minutes by foot away from the hotel, and we already had something about 2 liters of Russian vodka.
Oh my god!
And 5 or 10 shishas, something like that. And
I can already anticipate on how did everything go.
Now this is the moment, my friend, where you should say, "Ah, shit, that's a pity I was not there."
This was the moment I knew.
Yeah. So to be again very honest, everybody was like stressed, and there was a lot of work during the first day, and we had a relaxed event after that official after party. The unofficial, the non-official after party was, let's say, sponsored in some sense by the community of Gamity and a couple of startups, and we gathered around 20 people from South Korea, from Russia, from Switzerland, from Brazil, from I don't know where, because everybody was just drinking a lot and talking a lot, laughing, dancing. That was wonderful. And after that, we went to the nightclub, the only nightclub in Basel. We stood in a queue for 1 hour, and it was very freezing, you know. But vodka helped us not to freeze to death.
I can bet. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. And the next day, I think all these 20 men and women were not in time, you know, so like 2 hours late or maybe even 3 hours late, but they did not miss their speeches, and the audience was still full. And I think that to be very honest, that was one of the brightest parts of the party that we
But this
did.
is also a good part of the networking, right? I mean, this is the real deal, you know. This is what actually happens, because you
Yes,
can be
yes.
restricted onto some formal stuff and some
Yeah,
formal, you know,
definitely.
regulations. But now,
Sure.
like, since you're opened up, you know, everything is just like, you know, in the way it should be. You know, you open up as a person, and then people get to meet you, because this is, by the end of the day, like, you know, makes you, like, you know, represents your personality, and people actually get to know you. You know, how can they collaborate with you after all?
Sure, sure.
Like, should they do it or not? You know, so I think this was a good medicine, you know, in some way or another.
Definitely, it was. I would say it was very, very good for communications for all the people that were there. Not only for us, but
Right.
for the team of InnMind, for Nelly, for Dennis, for all the people that organized the event. And I hope they were very happy and they were relaxed. And the next day happened easier than the day before. You know. So I think that that's definitely the thing you should do in Barcelona.
Correct. So actually, you actually just mentioned it, and we're coming to our last part of the interview, and this is the question regarding summarizing everything, but more suggesting to what people should expect at Barcelona, or how should the event organize everything. You know, how should it look like? What people should expect in there? Maybe some of your recommendations, you know, from the perspective that you've actually participated in there before. You know, so some of the feedback regarding to the future event that's going to take place in Barcelona.
Well, as I said before, I think that's my personal opinion, and not only my personal opinion, but also an opinion of our group, which is called Crypto Students, that you should do the panel about crypto games and blockchain, which is used inside regular games, computer games like PUBG, Dota 2, and all this stuff. I think that in Spain, especially in Barcelona, there is a huge community of gamers, and that would
Correct.
be a very, very huge boost for those people who are going to attend, because we know that the smart sustainable city environment, it's like more formal. So definitely the formal program should be 100% let's say fit and precise and detailed, and definitely there should be after parties, maybe not even one. I think that maybe you should place official after party and unofficial after party, and maybe you should take in mind that somebody may be a sponsor of that official after party and unofficial after party, like us, for example. So, like we did in Basel, that is a very, very good upgrade of any event, not only in blockchain. So just that's a life hack from my experience. Another one. I don't want to sound, let's say, rough or rude even, but don't make any expectations. Just go to the wonderful city of Barcelona, have a look at the city, have fun, and the business will come.
Right. Guys, you writing it down there? You just better be careful, because something that he said is really highly important, you know? But actually, just as a comment, you know, like going through this interview, one of the good after-party sponsors could be the hookah company and the vodka distributing company, right?
Why not? Why not?
I
Sure.
mean, you're gonna make it poppin' right there, you know? Like, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yes, why not?
Guys, thank you so much for actually listening to this interview. Thank you so much for this
Thanks.
wonderful
Thanks for inviting.
comments
Yeah.
and some really nice feedback. It was my pleasure to be here. My pleasure to hear you. So guys, I just hope you visit it. Coming, you know, from the perspective of a person who already participated in there, you already saw how it looks like, you know, and what should you expect, or maybe what should you not expect in this case. But summing it up is wonderful. And this is what you have to hear. It is wonderful, guys. So we're all waiting for you in Barcelona in 2019. And see you later.
Bye bye. Thanks a lot.